The e-ticket is a mandatory form that is filled out whether entering or exiting the Dominican Republic. The easiest way to find the e-ticket is to simply do a quick Google search, putting in e-ticket Dominican Republic. Many sites will come up and some will charge you, so make sure you go to the right one as you see right here. As you can see in the top right-hand corner, you can change it to English, quick and simple. Then simply click on the blue ticket to fill out the form. If you're traveling alone, you will simply leave this as it is, or enter the amount of people that will be with you. Simple enough. If you're a family of 5, you'll put 4 in here, with 1 being yourself for a total of 5. Click on the CAPTCHA to tell the computer that you're not a robot. The maximum number of people for an e-ticket is 7, so if you do exceed that, you will need to fill out another form. Now simply click Submit. That will take you to the actual e-ticket to be filled out. The first page is simply general information, so it should take you no time in order to fill out it, and it's fairly self-explanatory. Simply fill out your permanent address, which is obviously the address in the United States that you have. You won't be able to simply put in the country. You will need to pick it from the drop-down menu. Simply follow the prompts for your city. Here, for example, we are choosing New York. The system will carry you through. Enter your zip code here. It's important to understand, if you do stop in any other country along the way, this area here will need to be completed. Even if you are simply changing flights, this does need to be completed. Obviously here you will pick the airport of arrival, being the Dominican Republic. Remember that the e-ticket will also need to be filled out prior to you leaving the country. So it will be a total of 2 e-tickets for your trip. Remember to fill out your e-ticket well in advance. You definitely don't want to be doing it at the airport. They will make you step out of line in order to do this. This can be very stressful with all the commotion at an airport. And your phone's internet connection or phone in general can cause you an awful lot of headaches. In this case, we are showing you an example of the arrival. Now click on Next. In this case, we have filled a lot of it out to save some time. Remember to use your passport and get the information the same on this form. Fill out your date of birth in the American format, day, year, gender, place of birth, where you were born, country of nationality, which may be different, of course, from the place you were born, and obviously your passport number, directly from your passport. Civil status, being married, single, and so on, and your occupation from the drop-down menu. Simply pick something that is close to yours. In most cases, you're going to pick that you are a tourist. The answer here would be no if you're a resident in DR, but not a Dominican national. Here you will click yes and put in your lodging information. Filling in your lodging information can be somewhat confusing. Best bet is to get it directly from your service you will be using to book your vacation in advance. If staying at an Airbnb, you will fill in the province here. If you're staying in Punta Cana, that will be La Gracia. And more than likely, Higüey. Check again, make sure you get this correct. Section more than likely will be Bavaro, but you can pick whatever it is from the drop-down menu. As you can see from the map, there are an awful lot of different sections of Punta Cana. So again, check with your travel agent or whomever you've booked an Airbnb with to get this information. Again, you want to try to have all this information in advance to save you from the stress before you fly. This information is typically for census and does not need to necessarily be perfect. Most Airbnbs here have a name. Simply put in the name of that particular Airbnb or pick it from the drop-down menu. From here, you'll fill out your embarkment port, which is just simply the airport that you left from. Enter your flight number, date of your flight in American format, or you can simply use the drop-down. When leaving from Punta Cana, that will be PUJ International. If you're flying to the capital, that will be the first one on the list. Choose your airline name from the drop-down menu and fill in your flight confirmation number from the airline. This is not your flight number. This is the confirmation from your airline after you've booked your tickets. From this drop-down, you will pick why you are coming to Punta Cana, how many days that you will be staying, and your email address. If this is your first time filling out the form, it will take you to another step. In this case, we have already traveled, so we are simply updating our information. Here is where you will fill out all of your passengers' information for each passenger. Remember that if there are 5 people traveling, you will fill this out for the other 4 in the family, as well as yourself for a total of 5. Here you can see basic customs questions. Simply fill them out, answer them correctly. Are you bringing more than $10,000? Do you bring any live animals, plants, or food? Certain excessive things are subject to tax. Depending on your answers to these questions, will take you to other forms to be filled out. Here you will detail the things that you are bringing that you have said yes to on this form. As a health precaution, the form will ask you about symptoms that you may have had in the last 72 hours. If you have had none, simply select none. If you have had symptoms, it will be asking you for your telephone number. If you have had any symptoms, it will also ask you for dates. Now simply hit submit. This will take you to the next step. Once you've hit submit, you will still be able to edit your information. Just return to the page to make the changes. Now we will simply hit submit. It will also ask you if anyone has helped you fill out this form. Now simply select OK to accept the terms. From there, you'll get a QR code. You can print this out or save it as a PDF or photo on your phone. By clicking the blue button, you will be able to simply download it to your computer. Generally, I will take a picture of it and save it to my photos. When going through customs, the custom agent will want to scan this code. Having this code in advance to arriving at the airport will make things much easier. Preparing in advance for a flight will save you time and frustration.